Hey everyone, it's 604 Comics here. This is my pull list review for December 12th. This week it was an all Marvel Now week again, and I picked up Avengers Arena #1, and I also picked up Cable and X-Force #1. Originally I wasn't going to pick up this issue, but I thought I'd give it a chance, read it, and see if I liked it, and then make a decision based on actually reading it as opposed to my personal, I guess, opinions of Cable. So let's start with the review, starting with Avengers Arena #1. This is, I guess, the Marvel Now relaunch for Avengers Academy. I really liked Avengers Academy a lot, so I definitely wanted to give this issue a read. And I also liked Hunger Games and Battle Royale. And this is pretty much that, but in the Marvel Now world. So what we have here is some of the students from Avengers Academy, and we also have some of the members of the Runaways, and I think there might be some other characters as well, but I'm not too familiar with them. But anyways, what we see here is, if you've been reading Avengers Academy, then you know that Hazmat has been having a relationship with Metal, and I guess this is where we finally see that they hook up here on this page. And then from here we see that they jump immediately to this arena where they've all been captured somehow by Arcade. I didn't know anything about the character Arcade, so I did a search on Comic Vine, read a little bit about him, and it sounds like he's like the Marvel Now version of Jigsaw from the Saw movies. So he's captured all these young superheroes, and he's pitted them all against each other, and there's 16 of them. In 30 days, there's only going to be one of them, and this issue deals with, I guess, setting up the entire premise, and Arcade is asking them to choose which of them is the weakest, so he's going to kill the very first one, and then, I guess, start the games off going. And then we see a lot more relationship talk between Hazmat and Metal, and I might as well flip to the last page. Again, spoilers. Looks like Arcade has gone and exploded Metal, and that is a really good cliffhanger into issue #2, because now, as someone that's been reading Avengers Academy, I'm really intrigued as to see if Metal really is dead, because that would be a really crappy way to kill off one of those major characters in the very first issue. But if you want to go with a bang, then that's probably one way to do it. So overall, this issue, the art was okay. I didn't find it particularly fully detailed, but it worked for, I guess, this issue. It met my expectations. I wasn't expecting too much going into it, except for Marvel Now version of Hunger Games Battle Royale. There's even a little comment here Arcade makes where he says he thought about this while he was reading some kids' novels when he was in jail, obviously referencing Hunger Games. So that is Avengers Academy #1. I'm definitely going to continue going with this and picking up #2. I really want to know if these characters really do stay dead, but this is Marvel, so you never know. Rating 1, I'm going to give this a 3 out of 5. So the next issue I'm going to review, and the only other issue I'm going to review this week, is Cable and X-Force #1. Like I said, I wasn't really going to pick this issue up, but I thought I'd go in with a clear mind, open-minded opinion, and make my decisions based on what I read in this issue. What we get here first is, it looks like there's a lot of civilians, or sorry, not civilians, but unarmed people that are all dead, and the Uncanny Avengers find Cable and his team here, and they think that he did it. So I guess what the Avengers are going to do is they're going to go and arrest Cable and his team, but before they can do that, they escape, and then we jump into events that happened before that, and we see Hope is trying to adjust to school life. We see that Cable's got this crazy mechanical arm, and he's no longer infected with his virus. We also see Domino here. Now, I'm not too familiar with the character of Domino. I know of her, but I haven't really read too many things of her, so I don't know if this is how she normally speaks, but in my mind it didn't sound like what I thought Domino would sound like in terms of what she says, but that's just something that I found interesting when I was reading this. Maybe that is how she sounds like in all her other comics, but I just don't know. So we see that Hope's already beaten her to the punch. Apparently she's been hired to capture some really wealthy businessmen, so Hope trades the wealthy businessman in order to find out where Cable is. And we get to the meetup between Hope and Cable, and Hope's just going crazy because Cable's been back and he hasn't been contacting her. And then Cable stays silent while Hope is just going on at him. And then we see this really nice reunion scene where they hug, and it's father and daughter. So as we carry on, what else can I say? So Cable's got these horrible headaches, and then Hope sees this image when she touches him, and this image is something from the future that happens, and it's some chaos that's happening on, I believe, Miami Beach. Overall, this issue, like I said, I wasn't going to pick this up, but I did like it. I am going to continue reading this, but it's really got to grab me within the first 2-3 issues. Otherwise, I'm going to think about dropping this book, because again, I'm not really a big fan of this team right here. I don't really know too much of the characters. I know Colossus, Cable, Domino. I really don't know why Dr. Nemesis joined the team so easily. Cable just asked him and he joined the team, so that might need a little bit more explanation. But overall, it's another 3 out of 5 book for me. So my pick of the week this week is definitely going to be Avengers Academy. Just because this is a book I've really been looking forward to, been anticipating, and I really liked what happened at the end, so I'm definitely waiting to see what happens in issue number 2. Last week, so those are my reviews. Last week I said that I was going to try to bribe you guys, and if I had gotten 25 subscribers by this time, I would give out the free digital codes to Avengers number 1 and all new X-Men number 3, which I reviewed last week. Last time I checked, I don't think I got 25 subscribers, but since I'm such in a giving mood, I'm gonna give you the codes for those issues anyway. So I'm gonna put the code on the bottom here, so you're probably gonna see it over here somewhere. So quickly get on those codes, go to marvel.com/redeem, enter those codes, and you can get digital copies of those comics. And I'm also going to give out the code to Cable and XForce. So punch in that code right there, and your free comic will be in your online reader, iPad, iPhone, Android, whatever you can read it on. Just punch in the code and you got it. Make sure that you leave comments if you do redeem the code, so that everyone else knows that they've been taken. And again, definitely, if you like what you see, then like, subscribe. I'm doing these videos for you guys, and if you like what you see, then subscribe, and I'll continue to give out these codes for all these $3.99 Marvel Now issues. If you guys like what you have been reading, make sure you leave some comments and let me know what you think of these issues. And let me know if there's any titles that you think I should be picking up. This is 604 Comics. Make sure you check out my website. It's called Comics Please, and you can find it at comicsplease.wordpress.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. Next week is going to be a pretty big pull list for me, so I think I've got about 7 issues. Hopefully I'll have time to review them all and upload the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks.